Them? Wow, that's kind of crazy. I figured they'd only give you the drops one time. And FGO would never do that. They would never bring out event stages that you could, like, farm forever. They would never, ever do that. Okay, I haven't played this in a few days. Hopefully I'm not too rusty here. Chat, I had something really crappy happen. So the last time I streamed this, like 2 or 3 days ago, after this stream, I was like, okay, let me just, you know, find the owl. I was gonna find the owl in this zone, right? And like, you know, while I'm at it, I'll try to work on my Law gameplay and my Kisara gameplay. Maybe tweak their skills around, you know, kind of get used to their stuff. And so I was in this zone looking around for, you know, the owl, and I was killing stuff to kind of get better at the characters. I'm a little behind on my level anyway, so it's okay to get XP. So I had done all that. I found the owl, got a lot of loot. I twinked my arts a lot, and I mean I twinked my arts a lot. You know, I'd farmed some SP, which so I could buy some new skills and stuff. And then Otto from our Discord messaged me about something. I think he needed like a unit in FGO or whatever. And then everyone was like, you should really be asleep right now, which I was like, yeah, I should be going to bed. So I was like, yeah, let me start wrapping up. You know, I was closing some programs, and I accidentally closed Tales of, and I hadn't saved, and nothing that I had done triggered an autosave. So I lost all of that stuff. I then played the next day a little bit to try to recoup. I got the owl at least, and I kind of set up my arts again. I don't know if they're actually set up the way that I want, but yeah, wasn't the best feeling. And I honestly don't even know what happened, right? I was trying to like close Discord and stuff, and I somehow just closed Tales of instead. I was like, are you kidding me? I got played, man. All right, let's get back in the dungeon here. Mission accomplished, Lieutenant Otto, indeed. Wait, I can teleport, can't I? That's like a thing in this game. So this would be the closest point. So there's an owl in this dungeon that we haven't found, so that's something I need to do. I finally unlocked an aerial move on Kisara, which is quite nice. Alright, let me check my skills here. And also, I don't know if I got it or not, but she has a... Yeah, there it is. She can... I want to see how much this helps her. I assume it makes her perfect guard window longer. But normally, you don't fail because you did it too soon. You normally fail because you did it too late. So that I can't imagine this would help that much. It's a new art. Aggro while guarding, easier over limit, made air evasion. That's pretty much always worth getting, so I'll grab that. Wait, does that mean she can evade in the air? Because she can't even evade on the ground. Huh. How does that work? Well, let's find out. Let me go fight somebody. Can you interact with any of this? No. The enemies in this area are pretty nasty, though. Oh yeah, these guys.
So where is he?
There's no sign of him here, so I can only assume he's waiting for us in his throne room.
What's with all the fake suspense? Why doesn't he just come out and face us?
I'll say. It's not like he's had any problem doing that in the past.
This is all one big game to him. He's probably savoring every last moment.
Like a Zoogle toying with his food before the kill. No wonder he doesn't have any friends.
This is all just a ploy to weaken his prey, wearing us down before the final ambush. It's all too well orchestrated to be anything else.
Alvin?
I'm fine. Once we defeat Volron, the final Master Core will be ours. With that, we can create the Renaissance and finally put an end to this whole nightmare.
I highly doubt that. I doubt this is probably like the halfway point, I bet. I've played a Tales game before. Alright, let's see if we can actually guard anything this guy does. Or he could, you know, not attack me. Well, I already forgot my hotkeys. Dude, these things are just nightmare for her. She's so slow. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do that. You can't dodge when you do that. Law, please.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This one's mine. Time to shine. Flaming meteor. Lightning strike.
That's a really cool art.
I'm on it!
How about this? You're mine. Now
Okay, this is the part that matters. This guy.
going in.
Damn it.
Here, let me help. This one's mine.
Maybe I do need that aggro thing because I haven't had the chance to guard this entire time because nothing's attacking me.
Going in. One more. Here, let me help. Jubilee.
All yours, Kisara.
Yeah, Alphen's got kind of lame as the story has gone on.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
It's a shame. He's got really cool armor, but
One deadly strike, just as ordered.
okay. So last time I went up there, and I think I was supposed to activate the drawbridge, and I somehow just didn't. So I have to do that again. I already got all the side loot though, so I can avoid most stuff. I think it's this way? Yes. I'll play Law soon. I'm gonna try to play Law and Kisara a lot. Like, those are the two I want to focus on. And Rinwell. Those, I guess, the three that I want to focus on. Gonna be a little coward and avoid most of these guys. Holy crap!
Get in, get out.
Well, this is bad. He went through my guard. Oh, that's their tidal wave, not our tidal. That almost killed me. Are you kidding me with that?
Sounds like a job for you, truly.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Man, I cannot perfect guard these things to save my life.
Here's their arts were interrupted.
Nah, that didn't work. I was trying to combo him in the air there.
Going in. That's it.
Oh, I'm about to get blasted.
You're open.
I actually countered the water attack, but it's a continuous thing, so it didn't matter.
You made me angry. That was a bad.
Dude, fuck this guy. He's destroying us. We're literally getting bodied by trash mobs, and it's because of the stupid tidal wave. I just don't see how you could possibly block that attack. Like, it has no tell, it comes out immediately. Like, if you're dodging, you just stay out of, you don't stay in front of them. But I just don't see how you have to, like, block at random and just hope you happen to get it.
This one's mine. Healing art. Time to shine. That's flaming meteor. Far enough. Look sharp. That's it. Time to shoot.
Like, there's just no way you're blocking that.
Going in. Going in.
No more playing nice. Take it.
Lion power mine. Time to shine.
Where are you going?
So if Rinwell was alive, I'd have her steal that. That'll work. I should have done that earlier. Those tidal waves just wrecked us so much.
Going in. That's it.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Time to shine. Piercing shattering of pieces.
First aid. There. Got illuminate the dark. Top form. Holy quiver.
We lost almost all of our CP on this battle.
This one's mine. This one's mine. Here, let me help.
You picked the wrong fight.
One more.
I want to block something because that's the whole point of this character, but my god is it hard.
This one's Look sharp. Sadistic descent.
Like, there's just no. I have no idea how you're supposed to block that. Like, there's no tell on it, so you just have to block at random.
Look sharp.
I literally didn't block it a single time. Well, not perfect block anyway.
This one's mine. Far enough. Sadistic descent.
So, Sadistic Descent there does not combo with my air thing. It misses every single time. That's her only air move, so... Okay, you can auto attack once, then do it. That makes it work.
Sadistic descent. This one's mine. Eagle, watch this.
Law literally pushed that guy away from me so much I could not hit him.
Piercing roar. Time to shine.
Illuminate the dark. Getting glimmer. Holy lamp.
Let me help.
I cannot believe how badly this trash mob fight went.
Go for it.
I honestly think these armored guys though are just cheap, like... They're not as bad if you're on a dodge character because you can just stay behind them, but even then it's pretty dumb. Like that triple attack they do, there is just absolutely no way you can like reactively block it or dodge it. Like it just comes out with literally no tell and the hitbox comes out before the animation does. Like it's terrible. Let's do that aggro thing because we're really struggling to actually get things to attack us.
Hard.
That's really been a complaint I've had with the whole game though, is just the enemy attacks are so badly telegraphed. Like, what they do a lot is instead of the attack having a telegraph, this is not true for these knights, they just have no telegraph at all, but a lot of like wolves and stuff, they'll roar or something before swinging, but the swing itself has no travel time. The hitbox comes out immediately, and like I say this a lot, but it's like, it's really bad, right? Like that's a really bad, like for the combat system. Like it makes it a very unsatisfying action combat system, which is sad because it doesn't need to be that way. So I wonder if I block, if I just boost my aggro. That's what it says. Yeah, I think it did. Hey, I actually blocked something.
It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire. Going in.
Come at me. Nope.
That's my cue.
You missed? Bro, what was that? Law's still law, by the way.
Surprise! Look sharp! Going in! Here goes! Look sharp! Save, Shion!
I'm literally blocking at random trying to get that one move of his.
Sadistic descent! Lightning strike!
I gotta remember that when I do that, I need to auto attack one time. Wait, where did that icicle come from? Oh, there's another knight.
Look sharp! Piercing roar! Igneous discharge!
Here's a
This
healing
one's
word.
mine!
Where are you going?
I can carve through armor.
Here. More than stockpile.
Here, look sharp!
I missed. I think that can work though. I do like Kisara more now that she has more arts. It's just these enemies I think are really annoying for her. Maybe I should be playing Law then.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Law helping indeed. Missing by a mile.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Well, let's play Law here. Oh my god.
Our way. Far enough.
Okay, let's see if that interrupts him. I forgot how to go back to the ground. I didn't remember what button it was on. Crap, they got the spell off. Why did I even try casting that? Why am I in Rinwell now?
You shouldn't have messed with me.
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
Eagle side.
Here's a healing arc. Illumination. This one's mine.
This is insane.
Here's a healing arc. Do it.
Thank goodness I got the burst on that.
And I'll stop your life. In a vine. Radiant Rift.
I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to interrupt this guy. I tried, and then I missed like a champ.
Eagle side.
And I missed like a champ again.
I can carve through armor. First strike.
I'll take you all on.
Kisara, please.
Flare Demolisher. Here's a healing arc. Get toasty.
Bird strike.
Here, let me help. Here goes. Here I go.
Oh, I should have launched him there. There we go.
Rip and tear.
I missed. Well, I don't remember my arts on Law very well.
Going in. Here I go. You're mine. Going in. Torn up.
I'll tear you up.
I don't have much left.
This one's mine. I'm on it. Now you see what I can do.
That didn't really work very well.
Blow away. Freaking doesn't. Talon Hurricane. Flaming Meteor. Strike. This one's all
That Glimmer Dragon sucks. I gotta stop doing that when I knock him in the air. It doesn't. You like back. Its hitbox is tiny, and you back up instead of going forward, so it doesn't work.
does it.
Come forth.
Dragon Show.
Holy Land.
Talon Hurricane. Death Blossom. Crumble. I'll tear you apart.
I never miss.
I just don't know what to really do in the air right now. I don't have. Most of this stuff doesn't seem to hit. Yeah, our CP got wrecked by that first fight mostly. That first one was just awful. I just don't know how to fight these guys. It's like you get hit by them so much. Feels like no matter what you do. I should be using peach shells though, like way more than I am because they drop them.
Than I expected.
Just don't get hit, yeah. They're probably the enemy I'm struggling with the most though in the whole game. I've already killed this mini boss, so I'm gonna run away.
Get in, get out.
I'm done. I won't fight just for the sake of it.
Two heads.
But then you won't have 15 of them for the final boss. I mean, I probably will.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
I wonder if he's up here, or I have a feeling he's gonna be past the drawbridge. Okay, what? Huh, so I did hit this switch. So what did this switch do then? That just means everything I just did was for nothing. I have no idea what this switch did. Because it clearly doesn't open the thing that you need to move on. Huh. Nice fall indeed. Yeah, normally there's like a falling landing animation, but there's not there for some reason. Maybe we gotta go this way now for some reason. I don't remember there being any kind of block on our way though if we went this way. Don't mind us, gentlemen. So this can go two places. Did I never go this way? Ah, there we go. I see there. I've never gone that way. Checking the map, OP. I guess I'll fight.
Do my best. Smash you. Garna. Look sharp. Storm.
Here. Illuminate the dark.
Damn it, I tried to get that, but he didn't even hit me.
Lightning strike. Switch to offense.
I do like some of her arts though. They're pretty cool.
Lightning meteor. Igneous.
Damn.
This one's mine.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Illuminate the dark.
Look sharp.
I got it!
Look sharp.
We'll soon see about that.
Look sharp. Down. You're on.
Glimmer dragon!
Round into the air. Lock.
I need a better follow-up move.
And I'll stop your life!
Here's a healing arc. Let's go.
Here,
Illuminate
let me
the
help you
dark.
go.
Starting to learn some stuff though.
Look sharp.
No more playing nice. Here's a healing
In a
arc.
bind?
Come forward.
Look sharp.
Take it.
You're mine. This one's mine.
It's hard to combo with Kisara though, like some of her hitboxes are pretty tiny.
Looming wildfire.
Especially when the AI like pushes them away, it's hard to follow up.
Full throttle.
She's got a few charging moves though, so I gotta play with that.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Hey look, a peach gel. Okay, so we need to go this way.
Going in. Flaming meteor.
Yeah, I should use that move right there more.
Carve through armor! Eat their
Get him. Wait, whoa, that got weird. Hey, is it Perozo? Perozu? Perozo? Names, thank you for the 4-month sub, man. Might need some help with your name there, I don't really got that one.
Here's a healing arc.
I'm trying to read names and now I'm getting bodied over here.
I never miss. Flaming meteor. I'll be
New strategies.
Going in.
Lightning strike. More where that came from. Here's a healing arc. Holy land.
Their arts were interrupted.
dragon shell! Take you! Lion power! Watch this!
Look sharp.
Dare you a power!
Going in.
Take this! Ignite!
Look sharp. One more. Rinwell.
It's nothing.
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
So the usual, I mean true.
Illuminate the dark.
Look sharp.
Why did I not Rinwell that so much damage?
Going in. Look sharp.
Close one.
Piercing roar.
Take that.
Switch to offense.
Can I interrupt this guy? Come on, let me interrupt him, game. No, Rinwell, and it killed Rinwell. I don't, although to be fair, I don't know how she didn't see that coming, but
Now I'm real mad!
Look sharp.
Dragon shell!
we are not
Does
doing
anyone else
well.
think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
A little bit. Okay, you know what? Now that I know where I'm going, I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna heal. Yeah, we'll go here. We'll heal, buy items, and then go the correct direction, and then we should be in way better shape.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
My god. Game's really kicking my ass today.
Abundance of water in the...
Let's go with a healing one. Heal after battle, tiny. Yeah, Perozu, thank you for the 4 months, man. Sorry it took me a second to get to that. Heal after battle, small. Heal after battle, large, but we need tofu, and I still have no idea where you get tofu. You probably have to go to a city and buy it. I don't think you can buy it out here. I need to buy loads of tofu, though. I mean, look how good this is. That would be a huge help here. So I guess we go with the small one. That's tiny. We want the small one. There we go.
This flavor, why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace. I'll see you again tomorrow.
Kisara is telling you to level up law. Nonsense.
I think we've rested long enough.
Okay, we will buy orange gels. I think we're good. Anything I can sell that I don't need? One of these, probably. Anything else? I just if I've got a huge amount of it, right? I don't really worry about it too much. There we go. All right.
Let's keep moving.
Now we actually know which direction we're going, so we can not take... I am clicking all the wrong buttons right now. What the hell? Let's play some law. Yeah, I figured you could buy it from a vendor in an actual city, not from the
Reached our destination.
outside guy, though.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
Speaking of looking incredible, how about this law costume, though? Very kingly. I have not played Dol Holy much. One of these days. Ah. Tried to be sneaky there. And I missed entirely.
Where are you going?
What? I like how that launch didn't even hit him. Dude, Glimmer Dragon is just awful. I'm just getting rid of this. It's so pointless. Try Inferno Punch instead. Dude, these mobs are just so cancer. Like, you can't do anything without getting hit by somebody. Literally, I comboed him into the air, and literally before I landed, he landed, and he already started attacking, so I was guaranteed to get hit. So by hitting him, I guaranteed that I got hit. That's kind of lame. Dude, these guys are so dumb! Like, they get to just do their attack immediately. Like, I can't practice and try to, like, find combos that, like, connect better, because the second you try to experiment with anything, you just immediately get hit in the face. I'll be the worst mobs to practice against. Although you gotta get good at fighting them, those things. Finally, I launched him.
Death Blossom! I'm on it! I'll run you through!
I'm only getting started.
Eat this!
Right after Luigi! More
Take
without
it.
punch!
Take your break. I'll stop your movement.
Alright.
And I'll stop your life! That'll teach us for getting cocky.
Still took way too much damage there. Dude, these mobs are just super frustrating. Like these, you know, a lot of the enemies you get hit, it feels like it's your fault, but these guys, it's just kind of stupid. Like they just instantly beat the hell out of you with no warning. So it's like you don't really have a way to dodge. It's better on Law because you can just not stand in front of them. Maybe that's what they want you to do, though, is not... I don't know, I honestly just feel like a lot of the attacks on enemies are just really sloppy, and, like, the devs just aren't really good at action combat, because this is, like, the first time they've done it. Because there's some pretty shit design on some enemies. Come on, launch, launch, launch. Hey, he's not gonna launch.
Won't save you!
An astral arch?
Here, that's my cue!
I never miss.
Shut him down!
Watch this! Inferno punch!
This one's mine.
Damn it, have I done that sooner? I think I could have launched him again. Yeah, okay, I think that's what I need to do when I go in the air.
This one's mine.
Dragon Shell!
Illuminate the
Eagle Dive!
Appreciate the help. Piercing roar.
Death Blossom!
Yeah, that's not bad. So basically, if you can counter them, you can instantly break their armor and instantly launch them and combo the hell out of them. I do like that. There's a lot of things in this game that reward you for doing something skillful. It's just some of the enemies are kind of cheap. Dude, Law's awesome. Anytime you like start learning things with Law, because he has the ability to like connect a lot of stuff. Where some of the other characters, maybe I'm just missing stuff on some of the other characters, but like Hisara, it is so hard for her to guarantee a combo a lot of the times because a lot of her arts just don't sync up in a very logical way. Where Law has ways to get shit done, like, and so does Alphen, but Alphen's boring. But like Hisara just doesn't feel complete a lot of the time, which sucks because I really like Hisara and like she does have some neat stuff. It's just Law is so much better when it comes to comboing.
Strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Wait, was there a rare mob she was talking about? Yeah, whatever. I mean, this game has an actual dodge. Okay, I'm so just fleeing from this one.
It's on!
What are you running into the boss attack for? Thanks, AI. Really helping out there. Good block. How much CP do I got? Okay, I got plenty. Alright, are we going the right way? Yeah, we've never gone through this door before, so this is surely the direction we're supposed to go. I see, so there was 2 switches this whole time. That's why. Okay, we got it. Can we actually get a proper landing animation? Alright, let's keep an eye out for the owl. I see you're making that pretty obvious. Can I separate these? Nope.
Seriously?
It's not like that.
Armor won't save you.
Illuminate the dark!
I'll tear you apart.
Holy Glimmer! Holy Lance!
This one's mine.
I'm on a roll. This one's mine. Dragon Shout.
Illuminate the dark!
You're mine.
Holy Ready!
Strike. That's enough. Lunar Arc.
One more!
Damn it, I almost had him. I should have just moved or done a burst.
That's enough.
This one's mine. Where are you going?
Talon Hurricane. Thankful Arrow.
This one's mine.
Oh, that was not the right move.
We'll soon see about that!
Dragon Shout. Eagle of Watches. I'll tear you apart. Dragon Shout. I'll
Illuminate the
finish you
dark!
here and now.
Holy Glimmer! Holy Lance!
He's gonna swing. As if he's not flinching and he hasn't done anything for a second, you know he's gonna do it.
Lunar Hurricane. Thankful Arrow.
Chaos! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
You made me
Boy.
bad idea.
Just blurt it out, you know. It's like, maybe it'll work.
I'll take you all on.
Can you imagine if I had just like said it right there when I was making fun of not saying it? I'd have never lived that down.
Prepare to crumble.
Looks like we won.
Although, actually, I'd probably get away with it because Lost is intentionally not watching Tales of Arise content. And I would think the one that shall not be named is not here. So, the decent chance I'd get away with it. Not risking it though. Is this the boss? Because there's a full heal. Okay, I can hear her now. Oh, there he is. Oh. Feathered Friend, what do we get? I'm guessing it's for Rinwell. Increase elemental attack strength based on number of owls gathered. Alright, that's good. Weak point damage, boost gauge on enemy defeat. Nothing too strong here. This is always nice though, just make it easier to get your burst right off the bat. Man, Rinwell's pretty far along here.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alright, out of just morbid curiosity, let's try to play Kisara for a boss here. Well, maybe this isn't a boss, actually. We'll see. Weird that they put a full heal there. No, that looks pretty boss-like to me.
What is this place?
Look, over there.
Interesting.
Looks like there's no backing out now.
Ah, the old roaring beast welcome, eh? No class.
Look sharp, everyone!
Voron rolling out the red carpet?
Okay, he's resistant to light? That's what it looks like. So, no Holy Lance. I haven't actually seen that spell yet. I think that's new. Need to change her weapon because her weapon boosts her lightning damage and she's not going to be doing lightning, so. This enhances water. You lose 60 attack though, but it's probably still worth it. So the boss probably does lightning damage himself. What blocks that? Probably light. Is that the only one I have? Uh-oh. Boy, I need to fix that then. Law is probably the one that's gonna need that the most. I think he's gonna have a really bad time. Probably does normal attacks too, though. Alright, well.
Some hospitality.
Can we all concentrate
Good start.
on fighting this thing? Freeze Lancer!
Take this! This freaking gun!
I'll be saving this one.
This one's mine.
An air
Trying to block the roar, but no luck.
Sleep now. Here's a healing heart.
Tiger
More
Blade.
for the stop time. The water's Tiger Blade.
That's it!
I'm only getting started.
This one keeps charging us!
Oh, I could hit him when he did that with my burst.
Leave it to you!
Lightning strike. Flaming meteor.
Now you see what I can do!
Go get her.
I'm on it!
Raging
All that
Cascade.
freaking does it!
This one's mine.
Thanks so much.
That's it. Tiger Blade.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't block any of that. What?
Sleep now.
Lightning strike.
Magic is
This one's mine! An astro art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
In here. Discharge.
I'm on it!
Piercing roar.
In the glue! This freaking does it!
There we go.
Sleep now.
On guard.
More for the stop
I owe
time.
this one to that.
Shattering of pieces!
Raging Cascade.
This one's
That
mine.
freaking does it!
I can do it all day.
No.
Dance in the wind.
Lion Power.
Going in. More for the stop pile. Recover.
Burn in hell!
So far, he's not too hard, although Kisara problems.
This one's mine.
I never miss.
I'll finish you here and now!
Enemies immobilized.
This one's mine.
Piercing
Piercing roar. Tiger Blade.
I'll be saving this one.
Going in.
It's here.
Flaming meteor.
Saving
Ground and power.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Lightning strike.
Mega ray.
Going in.
Sleep now.
Oh, the lightning got me.
Dance not in your dreams.
Appreciate the help. Take time. Here goes.
Mega ray.
Time to shine.
Raging Cascade. Here's a healing heart.
Damn it, dude.
Jolene.
Light burst!
Oh man, it is really hard to block with Kisara. It's crazy. 0 damage.
There's something in the tower.
Oh, there's another one.
Ask for a replacement!
Hi, guy.
Sleep now. More for the stop pile.
Well, this is awful.
Now you see what I can do!
Don't leave me all alone here.
Eat this!
Tiger Blade. Sadistic defense. Lightning strike.
I keep track of the other one, but dude, when you get hit by that, you're just like stunned. Dude, I was stun locked that entire time, even though I was like standing like I could move. I couldn't. Well, this is bad.
Here's a healing art.
No further!
Thanks, Shion.
Sleep now.
On guard.
Maybe we just wipe here and try to do better.
Tiger Blade.
Raging Cascade.
Piercing roar. Leave the charge.
I knew something was up because it was like too easy.
Heart malevolence.
Going in.
Waterfall.
Take this.
Freeze Lancer.
Tiger Blade.
Dance in the wind.
Time to shine.
Here.
Piercing sloppy.
Alright, he's resistant to that.
Take this. Can't get out of this.
Do I have like no water attacks hotkeyed?
Raging cat.
Ooh boy.
Raging cascades. Raging cascades. Not on my watch. Light astral energy. More where that came from. Raging.
I did that lightning spell of his with the orbs. That's cool.
Mom.
Oh. Well. Okay, probably don't want to be Kisara because there's just no benefit to it.
Volron rolling out the red carpet?
Yeah, some hospitality.
Can we all concentrate on fighting this thing?
Talon Hurricane!
Aw, dude,
Now in the groove.
Here, let me help.
Lost my focus.
Wait, what? Why didn't he fall over? What? I'm so confused. Like, he fell over, but I got hit anyway. Maybe the orbs had already gotten out or something. That was super weird.
Talon Hurricane! I'll smash you!
Here's a healing art.
I'm on it.
First
I
aid.
really owe you one. How about this?
Oh, I just realized. Here, I need a wipe.
This one.
Because every time I restart, it's gonna put my arts back to the way they were. So everyone's like, we have the wrong equipment on, and Rinwell's using the wrong spells. So I just, because if you die and set it in the other menu, it'll set it permanently. It's really stupid that it's like that, but otherwise I have to change it every single time.
Don't leave me all alone here. Lightning strike!
I wasn't planning on getting annihilated today.
If you're not in it, get back. We got this.
No, I'm good. I'm in.
Dude, can we die? Holy crap.
Lightning strike!
How am I still alive right now? Let me just walk into the orb here. There we go. Yeah, I really find it annoying that anytime you die, anything you changed won't stay. But if you do it in this menu, then it stays, because that makes sense. Okay, and then change her weapon. This might still be better though. It's like it's a 60 attack difference. Hard to say. Well, we'll try it though. If she gets hit by anything, it's actually probably gonna be his roar. I might just give her the protect ring then. That's probably physical. Anyone gets hit by lightning, it's gonna be me. The other guy though, I think does water. Might just stick with what I got. We'll see. Give her raw health, I suppose. Alright, off we go.
Volron rolling out the red carpet?
Yeah, some hospitality.
Can we all concentrate on fighting this thing? Go get Raging cascades.
Dust to dust. Now I'm in the groove. Crumble.
Eagle will weak point.
Eagle assault.
How about
There,
this?
this one's mine.
Can't get out of this.
Here, let me help you. Water first
I
aid.
owe you one for that.
Doing the charge? Nope, roar.
Look sharp. Almost. Too slow. Talon Hurricane. That freaking does it.
Never seen him do that before.
I can carve through armor. I really not today. Eat this.
Here I go.
You're done. Tiger blade. What's this?
Raging missile ray.
Nope.
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Talon Hurricane.
Bullseye. Raging
Blade
cascade.
denied.
In here.
Take this.
I'll be saving
Now
this
you
one.
see what I can do. Hot strike. Beat this.
Wait, where did that come from?
Mine. Look sharp. More where that came from.
Huh.
Here, let you out of your misery.
I don't think that was a good time to Mystic Art because he had just fallen over. I'm kind of worried this is going to reset him. I have no idea how that interacts. Yep, that reset him. That's so bad. So we lost our stun. Well, good to know.
I'll be saving this one. Here's a hit. You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay, I'm starting to understand some of the nonsense this boss does.
I'll be saving
Freaking does it!
Oh my god. That lingers so long.
Raging Cascade. In here. More for the stars. Not in your dreams. And again. Mega Fire.
Eagle assault!
More with that hit.
Watch this!
Bullseye.
Can you dodge into the spells? What even hit me there? What? Let's find out though. Nope. You just go through them.
Dragon show!
Hit. There. And again.
Throbs in pain.
Go get it. Raging Cascade. More
Going in! You hear it now! That's it! Burn!
How about
Inferno
seal?
Punch!
There.
Eat
More
this!
with the
All
stars.
good things come to
Blah,
an
blah,
end.
blah. Magic.
Faster! Almost!
Bloody.
Too slow! Now you see what I can watch this!
More.
We will never do that again.
Even descent! Flashing fang!
Raging
First
Cascade.
strike!
Okay, the other one's showing up now. You got time, might as well.
More for the stockpile. There's something in the tower.
Yeah, I assume that one's like water attacks.
Full replacement! All good things come first!
No, not that one, you big dumb. Not sure how I messed that up.
Whirling snap!
Not on my watch.
Talon flaming meteor! Eagle of Heart! Watch this! Take this! First strike! Armor won't save you!
This one keeps charging us!
Whoa, I was trying to roll into that to get my counter, but like it hits way farther away than I thought it would, so I got smacked there. Okay, Dragon Shot not so good there. He killed Renwell there. He killed Xion there. What?
I let my guard down.
Okay, I'm gonna reset because I think I know the boss better now.
Almost! You're wide open! I'm on a roll now! Eagle Assault! Talon Storm! This one's all mine! Dragon Shout! Not today!
Clearly, I'll just solo it, guys.
I'll tear you apart!
No problem.
Talon Hurricane! It's showtime! First strike! I'll smash you! Eagle Assault! First strike! Tectonic Punch!
No one's casting the spell. Let me see. What does he do when he casts? Icicle. Okay, that's worth remembering.
Almost! You're wide open! Talon Hurricane!
Because the other guy, if you just don't stay near him, you won't get hit. But that guy, you have to actually worry about it.
Not today! I'm on! Eat this! Talon Storm!
Tell you what, if I kill this guy, I should res my teammates, honestly.
Take this! It's pinned down! First strike! Do it! You're done! I'm on it! Talon Hurricane! Burn in hell! Eat this! I've let you
Oh. Well, it could have gone worse.
Voron rolling out the red carpet?
Yeah, some hospitality!
Can we all concentrate on fighting this thing?
Talon Hurricane!
Here I go.
This one's mine!
Here goes.
Look sharp!
Raging Cascade.
Eagle Assault! Now I'm in the groove!
Go for the weak point.
I will say, Law is super fun to play. Like, my god.
No further! Crumble! Almost!
Got hit by the first one there.
First strike!
This one's mine.
I can carve through armor!
More with that. Here's a healing
Eat
art.
this!
First aid.
Appreciate the help!
Mega Ray.
Look sharp!
More with that.
Fuck the lightning.
We're in
Why did I do that? Why am I still stunned?
We owe you one.
Bro.
Enemy wields art too.
You'll soon see about that.
There you go. Talent
Here, let me help. Look here.
I'll finish you here and now.
I'll be saving this time. Here I go.
A charge like that.
Wait, what?
will be fatal.
I could not even tell you what happened there.
Well, I'm here to stop.
Hydration orb. More with here's a healing
The
orb.
earth throbs in pain.
They're just not. Yeah, first aid when we're not even that low instead of rezzing. Makes sense.
That's abyss.
What if blocking out here gets aggro?
Hydration orb.
Kinda seems like it.
Take that. Raging
On
cascade.
guard.
Bring
One
it.
more.
I'll be
Lightning
saving this
strike.
time.
Look sharp.
Magic
One
is
more. Hang tight.
Sleep now.
Strike.
Look
More
sharp.
for the stockpile. Mega raging orb. This one's mine. Where that came from?
Eat this.
Hurry up.
Arcade.
I'll be saving this
Strike.
Mega
Take
rage.
this.
Here goes. Here goes.
How was that not an iframe?
Your armor won't save you. I'm just getting
Raging
started.
cascade. You're mine. Sleep now. More for the stockpile.
Here, let me help.
Here goes.
Appreciate the help.
So he has a charge attack that Kisara can knock him down during, but I'm not sure which one it is.
Here's a healing arc. This one's mine. Raging cascade.
sharp.
Field.
You picked the wrong fight.
Here, let me help. More for the stockpile. Where that came from? Raging cascade.
One more.
It's risky what I'm doing right now.
Pieces. Attack time.
Make it rain.
Alright, time for a cancer.
Lightning tiger blade.
On guard. Igneous discharge.
Go get it. There's something in the tower.
Hey, hey.
So you can't do damage to him here, but I wonder if you can hit the crystal.
Raging cascade. I'm only getting started. Mega rage. I'll be saving this one.
Blind.
Take it.
Whoa!
Here, first aid.
Not my finest.
Really?
Take here goes.
I like how Xion is at 1 health and I'm dead. And we have plenty of CP to heal and res, and she's just sitting there shooting her gun. Makes so much sense.
First aid. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Not like this.
That's probably the charge that you can knock him down during, but that's pretty hard to see coming.
Eat dirt. Not done yet. I'm only getting started.
It's on.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I'll bring you back from death's
I'll
abyss.
finish you here and now.
I don't really want to use life bottles, but it's like the AI is being so bad right now.
Suscitation. Here's a healing arc. Pass it.
So I used a life bottle on the target that she was already rezzing.
Mega ray. This one's mine.
All
Here's
good
a healing
things.
arc.
Now you see what I can do. Can't get out of this.
Fine, if you're not gonna res her, I will.
I still got some brightness in me. Resuscitation. There. I go one more.
Here we go.
Whew, boy, that was not a good series of events for us. Xion just standing in the ice. I have no way to stop that. Fuck. Yeah, he's in super mode.
This one's all mine. Here we go.
Still in super mode, so I can't knock him down yet. Any second now. Kisara actually just blocked something. Why is he still in super mode? Dude, Xion's AI is so fucking bad. Like, she's not even trying to avoid, like, the water guy is just on her like glue, and she's just not even trying to get away from it.
Eat dirt.
Like she's like over there trying to fight it.
Not for much longer, he isn't.
Don't let up till it's all over.
Armor won't save you. Time to deal some hurt. Can't get out of this.
Time to shine.
I'll finish you here and now.
Most of the team is dead, it would seem.
Hurricane! Eagle!
Oh joy.
A new lease on life.
I like how I res her, and instead of healing or resing someone else, she starts shooting. It's just
Here's a healing art.
so dumb.
Save the shield. I'll bring you back from Death's abyss.
I'm on it.
Resuscitation. Here's a healing
Not
art.
today. Eat this.
Okay, that's good.
Blow away.
Raging cascade. Here's a healing art.
Blow away.
Can't stop that one.
Sleep now. This one's mine.
Here we go. Prepare to be sealed.
Here's a healing
I'm having to use so many more items than I should.
Talon Hurricane.
Okay, now I can interrupt an art. Then I get stun locked.
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss this way.
Sara's dead somehow.
Go fine not too long ago.
Not on my watch. One more. Come on, roll now.
Make it rain.
Okay, he dead.
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Here, let me help.
That's one of them taken care of.
Should
Imagine if they spawned another one. I mean, that. Why is that hitting me? That'd be so funny if they spawned another one.
Wait. Something's happening.
Oh my god, are they actually spawning another one?
I'll bring you back from
And became
What is the AI doing? The boss is barely doing anything, and everyone's just dying and dying and dying and dying.
worse by the looks of it.
So I think you have to kill them at the same time.
Form?
Raging cascade. Sleep now. This one's mine.
Dude, and she just instantly dies. Like this boss is not, moveset is not that hard, and the AI is just so fucking retarded.
hard down.
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss.
Like I literally can't use items fast enough because the AI is just dying so quickly.
That's much better.
Resuscitation.
You're wide open. Roll it.
This one's mine.
I'll finish you
I think this one got stronger because the other one died. I think that's what it is.
This one's mine.
So it's actually good if this one's low on health. Because if this one's low on health, he won't be in his super form very long. Dude, what is wrong with the AI? They're just dying constantly.
anything in armor is all mine.
I mean, look at this.
Not in your dreams.
Burn. All good things come to an end. Eagle's Eye. Dragon Shout. First strike.
Hit. Bullseye. Raging cascade.
So this guy's resistance is different. Oh, he's resistant to water. Well, I mean, I can change Rinwell's stuff, but I mean, she's just gonna die in like 2 seconds here. Huh. I could throw more items at it, but I really don't like doing that. Besides, it's like if I res someone, they're dead in like 2 seconds.
What was I
Like they're pretty bad at this fight.
It's over.
First armor won't save you. Watch this. Talon Hurricane.
First aid. Holy land.
Rolling
Back from
Snap.
Death's abyss.
Do it. No further.
Resuscitation.
This one's mine.
Photon blast. Illuminate the
Alright, I'll do this, because then everyone's basically back at full. Let's see if the AI can do literally anything in this fight. Oh. Hey, Shion got out of the way of it.
Come to an end. Eat this.
Yeah, that's fair. So I think he does insane damage in this form, so what you're supposed to do is get them both low on health, and then you can finish them off quickly. Oh, that knocked him down. No, it did not. Just stunned him.
Here's another. Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy land.
Almost here. You're wide open.
Shield and break!
You picked the wrong fight.
Time to stop!
I'm just getting started.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glitter.
Tiger Blade!
Holy land.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Igneous discard!
So I could have stolen his art there, but we actually staggered him, so I couldn't get it.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Here, let me help. Illuminate the dark.
Appreciate the help!
Holy glitter. Holy land. Here goes. Let me help.
I'll tear you apart. The flame inside me yearns to be let
Uh-oh.
Illuminate the dark.
Woo, that was close.
Holy glitter. Holy land. Thanks so much.
It's time. First strike. Eagle's eye.
It's over. Where are you going?
That's one way to dodge.
Ready and rarely.
Magna ray. In here.
Now you see what I can. Lost my focus.
I completely missed.
Light astrolabe.
That freaking does it.
Here's a healing lamp. First aid.
Denied! Better if you don't get up.
There.
I'm on.
Help this. Far beyond
Magna ray. It's on.
I call upon thee. Not in your dreams.
Watch this.
So I guess I shouldn't steal his art until he's about to finish it, because while he's casting it, he's essentially stunning himself.
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Burn.
Here, let me help!
Eagle's eye.
Illuminate the dark.
Here I go!
Anything in armor is all mine. I can carve through armor.
Man, if I had just done a little bit of damage to him, we'd be okay, but it's only at half.
Flare Demolisher!
Here's a healing art. One more. Illuminate the dark. Here I go.
Who he's shooting at? I don't know who. Okay, our AI is pretty bad, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure he just fired at no one. Like, he fired his Freeze Lancer at just nothing. I don't know what that was.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glitter. Holy land.
Flame inside
Woo!
me yearns to be let free.
First aid.
Come on, go away, blue stuff, so I can knock him down.
Come forth, holy glitter. Holy land.
Still there. Dude, his blue form lasts a long time.
Far beyond the darkest skies. I call upon
Think it's gone?
Wrong fight.
I don't know about that.
dreams. Far beyond the darkest skies. I call upon thee. Here's a healing art.
Whirlwind
Appreciate the help.
In here.
Far enough!
I'm casting that now just because she was gonna get a hit anyway. I was hoping it would dodge, but it did not.
Blow away.
Here I go!
Anything in armor is all mine. Now you see what I can do.
And Kisara is dead.
I'm on.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Light
No
astrolabe.
further.
I should like be targeting his arm. Oh, I can't. Huh.
Illuminate the
Strange.
It's on.
holy land.
Burn. Dragon Shell. What's this?
I never miss.
Ooh, time to dodge.
There, go. It's over. Light illuminate the dark. Holy glitter. Holy land.
Mmm.
Here, let me have the
This is not going well in terms of items.
Tiger Blade!
Fang Bolero. I'll finish you here now.
More for the stockpile.
Take this.
Far beyond the darkest skies. I call upon
In a bind.
Here goes!
Huh, he hit behind him there. Little bullshit.
I'm on it.
I can handle it! I'm gone! Igneous Discharge!
Knock him down.
That's enough.
Tiger
I'll
Blade!
finish you here now.
Piercing Rock!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth,
Where are
holy
you
glitter.
going?
Holy land.
Eat this.
Kind of want to bait a charge and see if I can knock him down.
Take that.
Denied!
That is not a charge. Well,
Bullseye.
It's on. I'm on it. Burn.
Illuminate the dark.
that hitbox! It's kind of my fault for being that greedy, though. Oh, he's in his blue form, excuse me.
Here's a healing arc.
Yeah, no, just heal right in front of him. I'm sure nothing will go wrong there.
In a bind.
Going in.
Here's an illuminate the dark.
Hey, look! Shion died. To be fair, though, that tail smack is like it's got like no tell on it. It does like 1,500 damage or something ridiculous. Still in his blue form. I can't really. Is he blue? No?
This one's mine.
Holy land.
Time to shine.
Eat this.
Going in.
I'm on
One
board.
more.
Here you are.
Leave the torches to me.
I actually want him to cast a spell here. Come on, charge. Nope.
Shattering pieces. Attack time. Eagle fly. This one's all mine.
Oh, now he charges.
Eat dirt. Eat
Alright. This is spam time.
Smash you. Can't get out of this.
This one's mine.
I'm just getting started. Shion.
Get toasty.
Bird strike.
So there's a lot of room to just get better at that boss. Like, for the most part, his attacks are actually fair and telegraphed. So, like, if you don't suck, you could... The only move of his that's kind of cheap is, like, the charge, but he only does the charge when no one's near him, I think. So if you were soloing and you didn't suck, it's a reasonable boss. The AI is so unbelievably bad at that fight, though.
We did it. Everyone hanging in there?
Just about.
I actually think I'm gonna like this game more when I play like New Game Plus, and like if I get my stats high enough that I can solo bosses without it taking 30 minutes. Because then you just let your teammates die, just fuck them, and then just know the boss's moveset and dodge good. I think I'll like this game a lot more that way because right now your stats are so low that you can't really reasonably solo a boss without it just taking an unbelievable amount of time. And your AI is just so bad that that's where a lot of the difficulty comes from.
Waste our energy on many more like that? I don't fancy our chances against.
Because I actually think that boss's
Gotta
moveset's
try to
reasonable.
conserve.
We should go back to camp if the game will let us.
That
'Cause
sound again.
You must be worried we'll have a change of heart. He's certainly pulling out all the stops.
Alphen, I know it's hard, but we have to stay focused on moving forward.
why did she just single him out like that? What?
Are you doing okay, Shion?
What? What are we doing right now?
Thanks.
We don't know what else Volron's got up his sleeve. Be careful, alright?
I'll go check and see if the coast is clear.
It's like, Law, don't trip.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. Just wondering what that was all about.
This is weird.
It's just, you don't think Shion is acting kinda weird around Alphen, do you?
Like standoffish weird? Isn't she always like that?
No, not that. I mean, since we rescued her.
Then I guess. Maybe it's the identical ancestor thing.
Maybe. I guess that could be it.
You sure you're not reading into it? What? What'd I say?
Nothing. Just forget it.
I can never win with you. You know that?
Nice glasses.
If we're getting any closer to finding Volron.
Why am I... What? I must have clicked wrong button in there somewhere.
Tim, and when we
I
do
am
what
gonna
we-
run away now. Like a bitch. Because we opened up the shortcut, so I don't really see any reason not to run away here. Go camping real quick, get the s'mores.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I like Dohalim just fine. Honestly, for this cast, he's one of the better characters. I just have absolutely no idea how to play him.
If you need help with anything,
I bet you a boss is coming up. I want maybe defense, elemental defense. What do we got here? Effect plus 15%. That seems good.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
I was really good at some of the hybrid characters in like Symphonia. I could play them really well. Depends on the game. Some of the Tales games just do not flush out the movesets of some of the side characters, and they're just bad. But that's not always the case. Like there's been a lot of side characters. I think Vesperia's the definitive edition / PS3 version, I think is probably their best job of making everyone really playable. You can main anyone in Vesperia and it's completely fine. Like maybe early game it's a little rough, but yeah, I think Vesperia has a really good roster like that. I think Zelia's is pretty good late game. I think early it was pretty bad, but Zelia just doesn't have the best combat system in general. Yeah, well, Carol's pretty playable, I would say, because in the PS3 version / definitive edition, they added some new arts to him that definitely made his toolkit better. He's probably the hardest to main when I think about it, but it's not that bad. Also, who the hell wants to main Carol? I mean, what? Symphonia is like a mixed bag. It like Kratos and Zelos are easily mainable. They're super good. I actually never really play Lloyd in that game. I've beaten Symphonia several times, and I played on high difficulty, and I have never really played Lloyd. I know he's really good at everything, but I almost never play Lloyd. I always play Kratos when he's available, and if he's not, I play like Persea and or Sheena. And it's fine. The only characters that are like kind of unmainable, I think, in Symphonia, at least reasonably, are like, what's his name, Regal. Regal's is a mess. And like, good luck maining a caster. Casters are not fun to play in the old Tales games. Like, they absolutely are not. They've definitely gotten better at that as the games have gone on. I think Rinwell, if there's one real accomplishment of Arise, I think Rinwell is the best caster they've ever made. Rita's pretty good, and Jade was pretty good, I guess, but a lot of the casters in Tales games are not a good time. Holy crap, I just used so much money. Probably should have been more careful than that. What do I not need? At some point I'm gonna have to go fishing for money. Alright, we should be okay though. I'll keep a save file for that boss. He actually wasn't so bad. It's just the AI that's bad. Most of these save files I won't use, but when I do like higher difficulty and I want to replace these files with like when my stats are where I want them or whatever, I'll know which files should be what boss, so.
Really?
The only bad thing about Rinwell is not Rinwell's fault. It's just when you play Rinwell, the AI is so fucking retarded that you're more likely to lose, because if you play a caster, and that means the AI is every melee character, and that is not good. But there's nothing wrong with Rinwell's toolkit, right? Her arts are pretty smooth. She has good options.
Looks like we made it here in one.
If this game had co-op, right, and your buddy was playing Alphen or Law, and then you played Rinwell, you know, it'd be fine, right? It'd be no big deal.
Hey, Kisara, have you noticed how Shion...
Seems to be grappling with something all by herself?
Yeah, she's been acting differently around us ever since we rescued her. The same towards Alphen, too. Now that Alphen's regained his memories and his sense of pain, maybe she's become more self-conscious that she still has her thorns. In which case, it makes sense that she'd be feeling out of sorts.
See, this is telling, not showing, because literally nothing has happened with Shion in this entire time that would make anyone believe any of this. They're just saying it so it happens.
She said something to me once. Something that helped me move forward.
Dude, I would love it if I could play with my chat when I stream this.
The only problem is,
that would be so much fun.
Even if I did have the chance to talk to her, I don't know what I could say that would help.
This is literally the only Tales game This is the only Tales game that does not have co-op. I think even the super old ones have it. Maybe other than like the... I'm not sure if that's, what's it called, Fantasia. I don't know if Fantasia had co-op, but that one was like GBA. But like, yeah, every Tales game has had co-op except for this one, which I think is just outrageously dumb because it's the one that needs it the most. This would be such a blast when you go in combat if, you know, chat each could be a unit, right? That'd be a really good time. And then it'll allow me to play whoever I want because you don't have to worry about your teammates just being brain dead. Woo! Zig and zag, boys. This one's probably easier to just flee from.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Coward, you bet. No shame here. That moment though where you're maining Law all of a sudden. I think that's the first time I've seen a gel like that. Omega Elixir. That reses someone and gives them full everything. The cure all button. That's King Law to you. Fair enough. Let me guess, there's another boss before the boss. They really want you to think this is the final boss, but it's so blatantly not. Well, I don't even need that.
So if Volron is the lord of the water realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
Probably gonna have every element.
Yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hootle. We'll get through this.
We gotta beat this part so we can go back to the Owl Forest and get more cosmetics.
It's nothing.
Very important.
Let's keep moving.
We probably have cosmetics for... what the hell is his name? Dohalim, right? I don't know why I forgot his name all of a sudden. Okay, so let's not tell her to do water arts, because that's probably gonna suck. Okay, she's not. Could do water earth, but I have a feeling he's not just gonna do water stuff. If we level this one, it gives you light and water damage. Damn it, I could have given that to Rinwell then, because she's doing light attacks right now. But I didn't level it, so it's not worth anything, really. Okay, she's probably the most important. Do magic.
This area is the grandest looking of the lot.
What do you think of extra super bosses in Tales of? Honestly, a lot of the other Tales games have some really great EX bosses, like Bijin and all that. They're normally great. Really, I have such mixed feelings about this game, because in some ways, it's my least favorite Tales of game, because it just has this weird, sloppy, like, bullshit with the enemy attacks, and then the AI is just so bad. That's probably the thing that like, makes me like not enjoy this game the most, is how stupid the AI is. like, so much of the difficulty comes from the AI being morons. However, there's a lot of things I like about the game. Like, the freedom of movement feels really good. I like how they limit your healing, so it makes you really focus on not getting hit, makes you really care about that. There's a lot of little things in this game that I'm like, wow, that's really good. I really like that. And in some areas, it's my favorite Tales game. But in some areas, it's my least favorite. So at the end of the day, it's kind of in the middle of the road. So I'm looking forward to future Tales games, though. But yeah, I think a lot of the past Tales games have had better bosses. But we'll see. I haven't even seen the extra bosses of this game, because that's normally not until the end.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Vholran.
So this just doesn't work, because they keep trying to build up Vholran, but like you haven't. He never did anything, right? Like he never did anything, right? That they're trying to act like he's some big bad guy, but he's had no characterization, nothing to show his motivation, anything. And they're so trying to make you think this is the final fight, but it so blatantly isn't, because there's just a billion loose ends right now that this is halfway point at most.
People's lives like
See, Alexei was way better, because here's the thing. Alexei actually is the final boss. He's the main antagonist, right? He's not the final boss, but Alexei is the main antagonist of Vesperia. Like, Duke's not really a bad guy, you know, he just has a weird way of trying to address the problem, right? Like, the actual personal threat of Vesperia is Alexei. And Alexei has a lot of characterization and a lot of stuff that he does along the way, right? You don't just suddenly fight him at the end and that's that. Right, he does a lot of stuff. You see what he's doing. You interact with him many times before the big fight. You know, he captures that game's like female protagonist, but there's like a reason for it, and you know, he actually accomplishes what he wanted to accomplish there. And like where all this stuff like mirroring that in this game is so shallow, and it makes no sense.
We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now.
Like he's not. You can't even call Vholran a villain because he hasn't done anything.
Come this far.
They're basically just saying he's a villain. It's like
I'm
okay.
nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
I think the villains in Vesperia are just so much better because they actually have screen time, and they don't just like show up one at a time and die. Like, you know, you see Jaeger many times before you actually fight him, right? And he does various things in the plot before you fight him. You know, he interacts with other characters, and you fight him more than one time. And that goes for basically every villain in Vesperia. You fight them more than once, they interact with each other and you multiple times. There's like moving parts to the story where... Okay, I guess I save now so I don't have to watch the cutscene again. Jaeger's awesome, because he's not even like, he does good things. Like, he does bad things as well, obviously, but he's not like just a generic evil character. Like, he actually does certain things throughout the story that are good. You know, he saves the kids, who I forget their names and things like that. I think Vesperia has got a like really good characters. It just does its stories, its premise is very simplistic. This game has a really good premise, but everything like the story is bad. Like the writing is bad.
Did you really come all this way just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
Oh, there she is again.
He dismissed them?
She's probably the main villain or something. She just keeps showing up. Or maybe she's the sidekick to the main villain later.
Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest?
My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions.
Well, that's a lot of water.
Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life.
This guy has no character right now.
Happy to see you. What the hell's that supposed to mean? A lonely watery grave is all the better.
That's an attack.
And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves.
I'm trying to just see what his moveset is, so I'm not trying to do anything stupid.
Life of your body myself. So all this, kidnapping protecting Shion, sacrificing those people. It was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you. I've had it with your mad ramblings.
So if this guy's in the story more, he'd be a better character, like if he can have characterization moving forward, but like,
Forward to fashioning my
he just has no character, and like this all is so shallow right now.
die at my hands, and I shall
Like he never demonstrated that he has overwhelming power or anything like that.
forward to disappointing you.
More where that came from. Here's a healing
In
arc.
a bind?
First aid. Holy Lance. Mega Ray.
Talon Hurricane!
Fool.
Almost!
Entertain me.
Well, I dodged the first one.
I never miss.
This is probably a multi-phase fight. This is way too easy right now.
More for the stockpile. Here I go. Illuminate the dark side. Holy glue. Holy Lance. See my tiger blade.
I can carve through armor!
I missed.
Illuminate the dark.
This one's mine.
Holy Lance.
Entertain me.
Here's a healing arc.
That took me down to 1 health. How is that reasonable? Okay, game. I just had to say something.
I'll bring you back from death to this.
How about some of
No
this?
further!
Piercing roll.
Not done yet!
Oh, got his spell. I like this guy's design though. He looks kind of cool.
Take this. Enjoy.
This one's mine.
Take this.
This one's mine.
Your wand just won't stay still! If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down.
Take this.
No! There!
Did we get him?
He's open! Let's go!
Knock him down again when he stands up.
Now I'm in the groove!
Does that hurt?
Crap, I can't use Renwell here. Oh, interrupted it anyway.
Entertain me.
Literally just one-shot me. I hit one time and it comboed me to death. Big oaf.
You have to hold on. Crescent Moon.
Take this.
Tiger Florida.
Enjoy.
Gonna res me at any point here.
No further!
I'll bring you back from death to this. Illuminate the dark.
That was crazy. That just didn't res me for that long. This is obviously gonna be a multi-stage fight though.
Illuminate the dark.
Tiger Blade.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
More where that came from.
I need to stop doing that art. It's too long in this fight.
Only getting started.
What's wrong?
Illuminate the
I'll
dark.
tear you apart!
It's in the sky. It's mine.
Look sharp! Now you see
Punch him in the face. I missed. It's pretty quick.
Here's a healing arc.
Going in.
Like astral energy. Tiger blade.
I'm ready!
Come forth.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Let me help. Here's our first aid.
Gonna use this preemptively.
Illuminate the dark.
Planning.
Now this is enjoyable.
Probably Mystic Art time.
Here's a healing arc.
Take this.
First aid.
Their arts were interrupted.
Holy Lance.
Now, are you ready to
Uh-oh.
entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying again.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either.
Oh crap, he was still in blue mode, so that didn't actually stop his dodging. He is still in blue mode. I switched so she wouldn't waste the CP on resing someone that was already alive.
Ignite!
Here's this. Discharge.
0 damage.
Stand back! I'll trip it up. In a bind?
Enjoy.
Far beyond the darkest
Going in.
sky.
Here
Here goes. Here's a healing arc.
Take this.
Yikes. What? He just did like a generic water bolt and it literally hit me for like 3,000 and I was at full health and I died. Reasonable? Hmm.
I'm on it. You're wide open. Take this.
This guy does so much damage. Yeah, that right there, like, one-shot me. I'm hoping he'll cast an arc here. There we go. I've like never hit him with Law's burst. This will be one that'll be fun to solo, I think, when you again your stats are higher. For the most part, his moves he hits absurdly hard, but his moveset seems pretty fair, actually. So I healed Sean to full, and then she got one shot by the water bolt.
This one's all mine.
I do not have. Oh, blocked it anyway. I didn't have run well.
Now this is enjoyable.
Uh-oh. Probably Mystic Art time. Just, on a stroll here.
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just yet.
Woo! I'm not sure that counter was worth doing. Someone got hit by the water bolt. Still in blue mode. Still in blue mode. Alright, now we're good to go here. I don't know if that hit him or not. I don't think it did. That's really bad. He can still do the dodgy thing. He's almost out of health. One health. Yeah, I don't think you can kill him unless you hit him with Dohalim. Like, won't let you. Alright, I'm assuming there's stage 2.
Got him.
I don't think you got him yet.
It's all over. Volron. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
So, if this guy had, like, been characterized through the other 3, like, cities, like, actually doing stuff, this would work a lot better. The fact that he kind of just comes in out of nowhere as a big bad, and then he's probably just gonna die out of nowhere after this, it's not great.
Oh, that's... How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
Probably his brother or something.
And if
Oh,
Volron
we
is
Chune.
sorry, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Awfully Emiya of you there.
Before your sovereign.
What the hell are you?
And here we go again.
Ignorance must be.
Oh wait, he's in blue mode. No!
That's why you're after me, isn't it?
Looks like shadow stuff now? Lightning? Okay, it's like everything. Let's see. Honestly, you probably pick something based on like what attack is giving you the most trouble. Or you do offense. Gotta go fast.
Sin was unveiling your strength.
That is maybe a little too fast.
People as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin?
Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination. We never asked.
We're gonna be here for a minute.
No one did.
What do I care of your wants? You are but a motor.
50 damage, fantastic.
I'm through.
Is he still in blue mode? Bruh, there we go.
Here's a healing art.
That pretty much one-shot me. Nice, nice dodge game.
Burn up. First aid. I'll bring you back from here.
Oh, they did not restore our CP from the previous fight? And he can just one-shot you, so... They're rough. Hmm. Would you care to res me? Wasn't really expecting the follow-up there.
This one's mine.
Here, let me help.
Hey, boy. Can't quite read that this second. I wonder why. Chat, can you believe this streamer not reacting to his chat right now? Absolutely toxic.
Where are you going?
Okay. Jump over that. I like this guy's moveset though, actually. So far, it's pretty fair. I really look forward to doing this when my stats are higher. See if I can solo it. I missed.
In a bind?
He's too fast to keep up with.
I mean, I'm pretty quick, I'm not gonna lie.
Follow my lead. Okay.
I'll provide cover. Here, let me help.
I think Swift Ring was the right call.
Not in your dreams.
Rinrill's being very helpful here because she knocks him down with that. Oh crap. Did not stop it. Giant laser.
Eat dirt.
Unleash light no further.
Here, I never fit.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free. I will show you truth.
He started casting and he instantly got interrupted. Poor guy. Oh, I have nothing for this one. He missed pretty hard though.
Take this!
Can't block that one either, and he got Rinwell right in the face. Oh.
Sovereign. He's about to attack.
Uh-oh.
We need to stop him.
Probably a Mystic Art. Oh.
All others shall be banished.
That's gonna hurt, I bet. I actually got a dodge in there. Not sure this will work. Okay, well, now we know ice is the problem. Do I have anti-ice? Wind, earth, fire, water is ice. Rinwell is probably the next most important person. I don't have another water one though, I don't think. Oh no, I do, okay.
This be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this?
I'm gonna be honest, the ooze is still the strongest boss in this game. Like no joke, the ooze boss is stronger than Mr. Sovereign here, and basically every other boss we fought. Not that there haven't been other hard bosses, but yeah, that guy was definitely the meanest guy around. Fuck! What is happening right now? I'm not sure what's happening right now, but I think it's bad. Apparently I dodged it. If he could cast something, that would be great. Because then I could steal it. There it is. He almost exclusively does spells. That's a pretty big hitbox there. That one shot me. I guess it got interrupted? Starting to get really hard to see what's happening because it's getting a little chaotic.
See what I can do.
Come on, cast a spell.
I'll tear you up. Unleash lightning. The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Dude, Swift Ring is so good here. There we go. Get fucked. So you could main Rinwell in this fight really easily. He's Mystic Guarding. Is he? I guess not. He's just in blue form. Okay, now he's doing it. Well. Okay. Yeah, his attacks are cool. That was a fun boss. A little easy, but Kitsune contest, indeed.
Come on now. What do you think you can do? This guy's still standing? Victory! The throne! Everything rightfully belongs to me! I have taken the powers, who rules over and crushes those who fall at his feet. You are next!
By the way, there is no reason to ever reverse grip a sword under any circumstance.
Is it over?
That guy had no character, man.
I think so.
Alright, time to figure out what the real plot is of the game. I legit think this is the halfway point. We'll see. Depends. Sometimes there's only like one big dungeon after, but I suspect it's roughly the halfway point. I'd be okay with an owl boss. There's always hidden side bosses that are like more powerful than the final story boss. Every Tales game does that.
Master Course. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Xian's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Well, kind of saw that one coming.
Xian, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Course!
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
Awfully Pokemon right now. Yeah, why isn't like Rinwell, you know, attacking? You know, that'd be good. Okay, I'd like to not have a seizure game.
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
Just what do you think you doing?
I guess the big special thing at the end will be adding in light, right? Because they had all the elements and then dark. But there's no light, so blah 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 blah.
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
Guys, wait, what? Oh no, DMCA! Hold on, I gotta like mute this. So, how y'all doing? Wasn't really. Is this an ending or an opening? I don't even. You can skip it. Well, I'm assuming y'all can't hear it right now, so we should be good. Buy the DLC for part 2. Can you imagine Zura's Wrath? Is the world gonna get all dystopia now? Me, myself, and I. Ufotable does animation for Tales of like all the time. They've been working with them for quite a while. That looks awful. Oh no, we are so not wearing that if that's a costume. Fuck that. So y'all can't hear it, but the music's like super like, I don't know, sad or something. It's not, kind of odd for an opening or ending or whatever this is. I'm guessing they're gonna expand on those elemental monsters that you saw at the beginning, the big fire one. You're probably gonna see ones for the other elements. There'll be some big thing with, you know, light. I have no idea what's happening. Okay, so Alphen's costume there, not good. Not good. So is the creepy kid, or I guess they're not really a kid, but if they're the final boss, that's really boring. They're not, like they haven't even said a word.
For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Harros.
You stayed there for a
Even
month.
with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads, and we knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma, the present and past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
This is weird, man.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Dahnans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim.
but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue.
It literally never characterized the characters, the people in this zone. We saw none of them.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Xion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it.
Yeah, but you didn't even see them. You only saw them on the boats. Like, you didn't... Like, there was no characterization of that zone at all. Okay, Boost Strike does more damage. It's pretty generic, but good. Guessing this is a Xion thing. Oh no, that was Kisara. Okay. Okay, that's good, because that means if you don't perfect guard, you don't get destroyed. Which really helps, because sometimes perfect guarding is just not reasonable with some of the movesets. That's really handy. I wonder how much it helps. I guess that's another way to go into the air. I don't have enough SP to buy it, though. Okay, so she needs to cook whatever that is, and cook a favorite meal 5 times. Oh, they're the only 2 in the party right now. Might get that just because I'll get the elemental attack. Easier over limit. Oh, that sounds interesting. Another easier over limit. I haven't played Alphen in some time. Huh. Good enough for now.
Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
I like how they gave me a full meter right there, but there's nothing to fight, so... Inferno Crossing is awesome. You can use it to go into the air or go into the air and back down. Interesting. Dude, I haven't played Alphen in so long. I don't remember what the hell anything is here. Okay. Alright, where are we going? Oh, I wonder if they let me go. No, I don't think I can go to the Al Zone yet. Before I wrap up, I want to just go back to the Al Zone. Yeah, I've noticed some localization and whatnot issues. Like things are spelled wrong, that kind of stuff. I think the game was kind of rushed, seems like.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
I know she's might as well just be T-posing right now. It'd be better.
Are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance, right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
I don't think you did that.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur.
Her pose is like that because she's supposed to be wearing the other costume, and like it's got the super poofy dress, so her hands have to be like that. It's very dumb.
I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
I don't think we've ever made her our on-screen character, so I can see if she stands that way. Like just normally. Let's see. Yep, she does. Yeah, let's see. What does it look like if you wear the normal... Is it this? No. That's the one. Yeah, see, it's still unnatural, but the dress like hides it, right? Yeah, that's totally why it's like that, though. The big poof. What was what's her name? Amelia or something from Xillia? She was a way funner character to play than Xion. Xion is pretty dull with the gun stuff.
Hey, Xion.
Don't.
Okay.
What's wrong with these people?
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand. Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Is everyone in this game just a moron? Ay, ay, ay. So I really liked in Xillia, so in all, like, not all, but in a lot of Tales games, especially like Team Symphonia's Tales games, the like head of the elements was always this old guy named Maxwell, and in the different games, you know, they would take different forms and whatnot, like the different elements would always look a bit different and stuff, but that was like a thing. And he was normally like a side boss or just a hidden NPC or things like that. And in Xillia, the female lead is Maxwell, you know, and it's like, well, that's, you know, nice gender bend, guys. And I was kind of like, well, that's lame. I liked the cool old guy. And she didn't really have all that much to do with it, right? It was kind of a new thing. But then in that game, you find out the normal head of the elements and whatnot, which is still the old, like, wise sage guy named Maxwell is still a thing and still in the game. He's actually a boss in that game and a pretty cool character. So that was really awesome. So I was like, man, we're not gonna get the cool old guy. And I was like, oh, wait, no, we got it anyway. It's kind of like you have Artoria, right, and then Arthur shows up out of nowhere, right? It's nice. Yeah, I'm not really liking Alphen's character. He's pretty boring. He doesn't really even have clear, like, personality. He feels like a self-insert. And most of the Tales of main characters aren't like that at all. Like, they're normally, you know, pretty, like, Yuri is a pretty unique individual, right? And has pretty extreme, differences from the other Tales of leads. And then you have Luke. Luke was like a spoiled brat. He's literally the main character, and he was like this super, like, snobby piece of shit character, right? Like, very different. But yeah, Alphen just feels so bland. And it's such a shame because he's got really cool armor, but yeah, he's really boring. Wait, am I even going the right way? I should sit in front of the castle, so... Yeah, honestly, Dohalim would have made a great main character. That would have been way better. Yeah, Luger, or whatever the fuck his name is, he was a self-insert. However, Xillia 2, like almost all of their 2 games, wasn't really a typical Tales game, and it was really low budget, and it just reused a lot of assets and stuff, because it wasn't like a flagship title. They do stuff like that all the time. Like, so you had Symphonia 2, which was just reusing almost everything from Abyss, and you had like no playable characters. There's also garbage. Xillia 2 is kind of like that too. Kind of a side whatever thing. But yeah, he was definitely a self-insert, like 1,000,000%. I think Symphonia 2 is the worst Tales game though. Like, this game has got some extreme positives and some extreme negatives, so it's... I don't really know how to feel about it, but man, Symphonia 2 is such a bad game. I don't see, like, she's working hard. Like, everyone else just, we're doing stupid shit right now, and she's over here just cleaning up. Free gel. Look, this one, she's wearing green, see? She knows what's up. Yeah, I tell you, I don't know what to say about this game. Like, there are just some aspects of it that I'm like, wow, that's... I like the new dodge system, in theory, is really good. The enemy attacks are garbage. But the way the actual the core combat system of this game, I think, is great. The enemy design is not, and some of the character stuff is not the best. But then the writing and there's just some real issues in this game.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans...
I'm getting really sick of the people logging in Steam showing up in the corner there. The problem is the only way to turn it off makes it so I can't even use the Steam overlay. Like if I want to invite Cairo to a game or something, it's really obnoxious.
Remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core.
We already know this.
Aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
What?
Same.
We just talked about... Well, I guess it was a month ago, but...
Or even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about...
Y'all haven't talked about this in a month?
Anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was... different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained.
That's
It may well have been the work
complete convenience, so you can still have the Fire Sword and the whole situation with those two.
maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey!
That was some exposition that we didn't even need because we already knew all of those things.
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
Game looks nice though.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
Alright then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
Fair enough.
You're hungry. Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their
Yeah, music's a little loud.
might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
Okay, game. Can I go
Seems like
back
people here still
to the
tend
owl
blindly
place?
Follow any orders.
Come on!
They're given.
It's been 3,000 years.
Literally beaten into them.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately, it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
All the rations
Besides,
belong to
you've seen all the
Hootle.
same things I have.
Main
You know
story
as well as
never.
I do,
Hootle is the main
Lord
story.
alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate?
Oh god, it's Tales of Skits again.
Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards. You mean Volron's
It's
soldiers?
been a month!
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about.
So I feel like the antagonistic Renans will just get used by the Red Lady instead of like making their own faction with their own new leader and stuff, because this game doesn't seem to like having a lot of moving parts at once, which is kind of unfortunate. I guess we'll see. Maybe they're gonna surprise me.
Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
Really?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me. We all need salt in order to survive.
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I
Gasha is helping
refill
us.
our supply.
Oh
The flavor
man.
even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always...
Skip. So do y'all think? I guess this already exists when you look at like FIFA, but do y'all think we're gonna get to the point where like you spend $60 on a game, and then it's like you have to roll the gacha in the game to like unlock things? And I don't mean like cosmetics, but like, you know, characters. Yes, yeah, it probably is gonna happen. The only upside to that is it might get developers to put in like characters, like a larger amount of characters that wouldn't be in the game otherwise. So you, a lot of, like in Tales games, the roster is kind of generic and safe. You know, they don't have some crazy playable characters like Ivan from FGO, right?
Something.
But yeah, it's not great. Oh, we're near the owl already. Where does Hootle disappear? Oh, I can hear it. Where is it? I heard it. Oh, there it is. We have found so many sad glasses. We have found so many owls, and they've never let us go back to the owl forest. This is getting ridiculous.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
No kidding, Rinwell. Wouldn't it be great if we could go back and, you know, check it out? Not as good. It's not as good. It's hard to beat this one. Okay, side quest, can do that off stream later unless it's a boss fight.
Well, hey. Got it.
The cooking thing? Defeat something. Maybe it is a boss fight actually. Okay, where did he want you to go? Look for the thief in the castle. I guess I'm going the wrong way then. We fought a sovereign once, chat. Now we're looking for food thieves. As I steal the beef. Oh man, we gotta find this food thief, or the people will starve, right? We're doing it for the people. We gotta get them the food. See ya, Degen. I'll probably wrap up soon, but I would like to go to the Owl Forest. Well, we beat 3 boss fights today, Lonely, so there's that. Not really sure where they want you to look here. Maybe if you click around, it'll just show you. Yep. Pretty much go straight. Hey, Zert, what's up, man? Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, you've got a point.
Oh, I completely agree that it can be good for a story to have like different story beats, or sometimes it slows down, and that's completely fine. That's not the issue. I think the issue is the fact that the story has been such a gerbled mess to begin with, and it's like so inconsistent. This bit right now is the least of my issues with the story. Although they've been using it for just exposition dump, like they're just saying such awkward dialogue right now that it's not great. But I do agree that sometimes it's really good for stories to do stuff like this. Especially if they do it like throughout. If you only do it one time ever, then it's actually kind of weird, but huh.
Very well.
How are you not gonna voice act this part?
Well,
Hey. Pardon me.
This seems pretty relevant right now. What? Why was this not voice acted?
Do these guys not realize who we are?
It doesn't seem that way. They must think we're just damons from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourself.
I don't know how to play Alphen anymore. Fuck! Alright, hold on. I'll see that new art I got. If I can remember what its name was. Was it Vacuum Blades? Yeah. He's gonna swing. Camera. It's okay. I hate these guys. Game I would like to play. Just crazy idea, but. Okay, I'm trying to play out the new art, and he's just spamming that no-tell attack. Super fun game. Why am I not doing my burst? Fuck, I messed it up. I was doing good for a second there. So what I should have done is, when I ran out of AG, I should have bursted there, and I could have kept them in the air, like, forever. Where's my... I'm trying to find my go back to the ground move. Really, the best way to fight these guys is don't even try to iframe their dodge. Just stay behind them and then try to stagger them so they can't use it in the first place. Like, trying to fight them like a normal enemy just doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
Hey.
This needs to be voice acted.
You
don't say.
Well...
Basically, they're acting like drones too.
Well,
How?
so that...
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
Actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well,
I guess he's the default lord to them.
problem, and that's what counts.
Can I just teleport out? Yes. Well, that only saves me like one screen. Dude, the Mystic Arts suck in this game. Oh my gosh, on many levels. First off, they really don't do that much damage. They're incredibly easy to activate, but that makes them unrewarding, and they do so little damage. It's like, and they don't even look that good. It's really disappointing compared to like Vesperia or even like Xillia, right? Where they're a bit harder to activate, but they look way better, and then they do so much more damage. It's a lot more impactful. The Mystic Arts in this are honestly lame. They're terrible. Now, there's a few other Tales games that had pretty bad Mystic Arts too, to be honest. It's not just this one, but I think they're best in Vesperia. I think their choreography was really good. Where they fit into the gameplay flow, I think, was really good. I don't think they really work in this game, and I don't think they worked that well in Berseria either. Definitely better in Berseria, though, than this game. There are other ones you can unlock. I was hoping that would be the case. Because Berseria had 3 Mystic Arts per character, Vesperia had 2. Oh, honestly, Abyss. Abyss did a pretty good job with Mystic Arts. They normally felt pretty good, did a lot of damage, and were also quite unique between characters. I would love a Tales of the Abyss remaster, by the way. Abyss is a nice... It's got some wonky-ass dialogue and shit, too, but that's a nice classical Tales game, and it'd be nice to see it remastered. They probably redo like all of it, though, I bet, if they did.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
Yeah, some of the
operating
really game.
Again. That's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Finishing the dialogue when it's paused. Some of the Mystic Arts in Berseria looked fine. Some of the early ones, though, were just like really short and brief and just didn't feel very impactful. But the later ones are better. It was more of like how you activated them and stuff wasn't exactly the best, but it was okay. I definitely like it better in Berseria than I do in this game. So far, this game is like my least favorite Mystic Arts. Well, actually, that might be Grace's. Grace's that's... Just throw colors at the screen! Oh my god. And now the dialogue is supposed to be playing, but it's not.
Indeed. Ganeth Haros is unlike Menancia. Without
Little awkward.
They'll likely revert to oppressing the Dahnans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Dahnans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had
These
festered.
awkward pauses.
But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
I don't see how that fixes the problem in the slightest.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die. Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me.
What is this sound mixing?
But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
Chat, what's crazy is I've turned the music down, like, proportionate to the voice acting. Like, I have the voice acting louder relative to the music than it is by default. And it's still like this.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Dahnans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way.
As we've used nothing but violence for this entire game.
Get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
Xion did not say a word.
What's the matter?
Or Xion, whatever her name is.
Something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them.
Yeah, no, we don't use violence, and we don't steal when we go into these cities. We investigate.
After that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
The shoplifters aren't stealing, they're investigating.
But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about.
Yeah.
But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly.
Skip! Okay, so I want to point out, if it wasn't for, like, plot armor, I think the third zone, right, Dohalim's place, they would be fine, right? They were getting along before we showed up. they were never really in that bad of a state under Dohalim, right? So them all still getting along makes total sense. They're like, but really, the second zone, especially after you quote unquote liberate them, I think it would just go to shit immediately. Like, they had no governing body, they had no one there that even had any experience with that kind of stuff. They had, like, it would just be a complete shit show. I think the second zone would just be awful. Like, it would fall apart so quick. Alright, so this is Kisara again. So she unlocked 2 titles in this bit. Oh, Slag Assault. I remember that from some other games. It's normally pretty cool. What do we get? Increase aggro while guarding, so she can get aggro real easy. She has 2 of those now. I want to go cook so she gets this title. I just need SP. Like, I don't have much on most of the characters that I actually care about here.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer.
Can I go back to the owl place? I just want my cosmetics. It's been so long. All right, what am I doing now?
When you think about it.
Check to see if there are any other problems. Boy, that ain't vague. Where do they want you to look? Right there. Where is this? Where is this? Well, I can teleport there, so.
Be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think the second zone would have just like imploded by now.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
Yeah,
I
right?
wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy's doing
Typical.
who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Haros.
I know that, but our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
Shion understands we need to get to the Owl Forest,
You didn't say
exactly.
anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Except for Bob.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
Just, this is every conversation in the game, and it's like, oh my god, and it's just, everyone has like a crisis they don't want to talk about, and they just beat around the bush over and over again.
Well, huh? Got it.
I like her hat.
Boomy, Boomy.
Defeat Wild Boomy.
Heck.
Okay.
Are you stuck on that too?
No, really.
How is this not voice acted?
No way!
Guess he's sick or dead.
Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
All these side quests.
Oh, hey.
See,
What?
well,
Huh?
that's, yeah. Law. Oh?
Oh, all right.
Oh. Okay, free money. Like I handed over like 3 life bottles or some crap. I don't know what that was.
I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory.
Okay, now what do they want me to do? Find the dead boy's mother. Yeesh. Is it inside? Okay, there's a zone we haven't been
Bit
in.
by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.
Buy tofu while we're here.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Okay. Buy some of that. I have a real money shortage right now, though. Tofu. Give me all of that.
I think I'll try to make that new recipe with this.
I bet you I've got a lot of gear I could craft right now. Obviously charms, but like weapons. Where's a blacksmith? not gonna do it right now though, because we need money. So that just has raw stats. Fire, earth. Interesting. That looks so dumb. These are mostly reskins of other guns though, but different colors. We're at that point in the game, I see. Those look atrocious. Oh, that's okay. I can get behind that. Literally. That's what we have right now. Alright, where do they want me to go? Right there. Where is that? Well, I can teleport there, so good enough. Yeah, this is basically secondary missions as the main story. Accurate.
Sorry.
Yep.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
There is a side quest over there. Let me pick that up.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad.
We actually really need to do the side quests because we have so little SP.
It looks like she went out of town.
Oh,
That's the recipe guy.
nice. Yes.
White, soft, and
Holy crap. Okay, now what? Wait, where do they want me? Way over there. I can spawn here.
fluffy items. Is that just
There's always reskins in Tales games. If they're grouped together or spread out, though, it just
Let's
varies.
check anything in the area that looks edible.
I don't mind too much in this game, though, because you get to pick what your display weapon is, so...
What?
I'm sorry.
good?
Fluffy items.
Right.
I wish we had story replay, man. I'd like to fight. I'd like to flight Fluffy again. I'd like to fight
Letting your
Fluffy
emotions
again.
get the
Okay, so there's a bunch of side quests out here, but we can save that for later. Okay, now we have to go to the inn. They're probably gonna get the ball rolling now, and I'm hoping whatever big cutscene happens will let us go back to the damn forest.
We can. They're going. What?
Zeet.
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad. Look at the sky.
Well, he like shot a building into the ocean. Let me guess, it's gonna start draining all the energy and life out of the planet. The Lost Belt tree.
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy?
I mean, what else would it be?
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated
This
from the
game
rest of the out-
just has not been characterizing its antagonists. Like, the most they get is the characters talking about them. Like, it's kind of a mess.
outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me.
Holy crap, can I go back to the Owl Forest now? I'm guessing no. Yep, definitely not. I can't actually teleport anywhere.
Irena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
Filler nonsense.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird light shoot out with it?
Indeed.
Cool mask. Where are the owls? Am I right? I wonder how many are in the
Where are
game.
these Forland Mountains exactly?
Okay. So they want me to go to the depths? Or right in front of them? I was wondering what the deal with the zone was, because I'd come here before, and it was just a complete blank zone that had nothing in it.
Armored soldiers!
some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh boy.
Lay down your arms and no one has to get hurt.
I need to fix my team composition. It's all a mess right now. If I can launch this guy here. Yeah, you can launch them after bursting them. It's actually really good. I did that too late. Yeah, I messed it up. Man, I was so close to bursting him. I'd be more confident if I was playing Law right now for these guys. Okay, let's see. Now I'll just stick with what I got for now until I beat this fight, and then I'll fix up the team. He just learned D-Spell, and I don't know what that is. Man, I could not break that guy. Thankfully, he missed like a champ. That move is too slow. That seems to knock them back down to the ground, so I need to do someone else's burst if I want to do that.
Certainly not.
So another way to launch them is just counter-attacking them. Fuck! Bad at comboing. At least on Alpha I am, because I haven't been playing him. Hurricane Thrust is cool, but it's kind of slow, and it seems to make all my combos fail every time I use it, pretty much. Wrong, but I cannot remember, dude. I cannot remember what my button is to go back down to the ground. That was terrible. I need Void Slash on a button that makes sense. Yeah, Shion's burst is like the best because it's really fast and it's like designed for air enemies. Alphen's is not good for keeping a combo going. Like it's pretty bad at that.
The hole here.
I think Shion's and Doholing's are the best.
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Please tell me they're gonna let me teleport.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking.
Yeah, smooth transition.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out. Like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
We need those if we're over leveling. True.
This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure, filled with memories.
Well, that was weird.
Well, looky here.
Okay, game, can I go where I want? No! So you can only teleport to places on this island, and it's been like that ever since like the ship crashed. Holy crap!
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make...
Oh my god. Why do I have a feeling they're not gonna let us go back to the Owl Forest for a really long time, so Dohalim is the only one that doesn't get his recolors? Oh, great. The whole mini dungeon here. Okay, well, I guess we'll wrap up here because it looks like we're not gonna get a chance to go back to the place anytime soon. Let me fix my party, though. It is an absolute nightmare here. Like he saw us, I think. Okay. Let me just save here. Alright, boys. No main story today. I mean, we had all this stuff with, you know, the Lord and all that, right? We had all that. Just one cave. Yeah, I figure, but we'll save it for tomorrow, right? Because it looks like there's a lot of bonus loot in here, right? Those side rooms, and I don't want to skip over that. So we'll get to it later. Alright, lads. Thank you for hanging out. Let me see if by some miracle of Cairo is streaming or something. We could raid him, but he's probably not. Yeah, no, he's not. Okay, well, I'll just wrap up then. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace out.